Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome to Console Life Farming. Yes, that's right, I am playing this on console. We are on America Life Farming by Lancyboi, and I've decided I'm going to have a go at trying farming some on console. So it's not my first time on console. I cut my teeth playing Farming Simulator on console, so it's not new to me, but certainly I have become very accustomed to having all of the mods I want really, and access to pretty much anything that's out there. So this will be a little bit of a change, a little bit of a test to see how I can get on without having some of those quality of life mods that I get on PC. So we're here, we're just heading down towards our farm. Now, we don't own much, and we don't have much money. In fact, the $50,000 you can see up there is pretty much all loan. We do have a $50,000 loan. Just here on the right, this cornfield, that is our field number 8. And then up here on the right is our house and our yard area. We've got a little bit of machinery already, so we'll jump out, have a look at that, and talk a little bit about what I'm planning to do for this series. Alright, so we'll just come into the shed over here. Now, you'll see there we've got a couple of tractors. The white 195, just about a 200 horsepower tractor. That'll be our main workhorse, appropriately called a workhorse. So we'll be using that for a lot of tillage and things like that. Over the other side here, we have the smaller International. It's about 150 horsepower. Probably do a little bit of planting, some seeding with that. We'll use it to run the soil sampling machine. So yes, we are playing with precision farming, and you would have seen we do have seasons on as well. So I'm not just trying to play on console, I'm going the whole hog on console. So in the back here, we've got a little skid steer there. So that'll be for just some work around the yard, if we want to load any pallets or totes or anything like that. Possibly if we get into doing any transport missions. Over the other side here, we've got a planter and a seeder, both John Deere branded ones. The 7000 series planter there, I think it's a, is it a 6-row planter? Like 6 rows to me. And then the seeder there for our cereal crops. Probably our most expensive other than the tractors is the spreader here we have for lime and fertilizer. So we've got the green system spreader there, the DN1006 model number. So I've used that before on No Creek farms. Parked out here is our main tillage device or tillage machine. So we've got the Case 770 speed disc. It's not a speed disc, but the Case 770 disc there. That will be what we're going to use for all our tillage. Fortunately, at the moment, none of the fields need ploughing, so we don't actually need to have a plough option. So we can make do with that. And if we pop just around the back, tucked up here neatly behind the shed, we do have a 20-foot gooseneck, the 82 Studios 82S Logistics gooseneck trailer. So that's what we can use for some transport missions if we need to, things like that. And just running around here, one of the reasons we've chosen this farm is it came with the seed fill point and that, but we've also had this silo system installed. It has lime, fertilizer and seed from it, so we can buy those from there. The co-op comes out and stocks them up for us, and we can use it as we need. Another plus for this site is it's close to the truck stop. Got the service station over the road and the grocery store just around the corner, so nice and central and easily accessible to a lot of the map. So that's pretty much what we've got. We don't have anything over in the other shed yet, so we've got some room for the farm to grow. So what I'm planning on doing for this series is obviously we have our own field. Just jump in and go and have a bit of a wander around that, see what's going to need doing to it. But I'm going to run this as a little bit of a contractor, doing some work around different fields, around the other farms. See if we can build up some revenue, some income that way, and get to see some other parts of the map. Here we are, field number 8, owned by us. It is, obviously, was fallow and previously was a root crop. However, it's now got corn, or had corn in it. So we've got that. It's a decent sized field actually when you walk through it. It looks pretty small on the map, but when you have a look around here, quite a good size. So we'll have to get out here. We'll have to take some soil samples on that. So we'll probably get that done today. We can get started with some tillage and getting it planted. But I'll also go in and I'll drop my number off at the co-op and let them know that we are available for doing some contract work and see what we can pick up through that. Hopefully get our name out there and work our way up to doing a few more contracts and earning some money that way. So always hard being new in town, trying to become known to everyone, knowing what service you offer. But get back over to the yard and might throw the soil sampling machine on the back of the case and come down, or sorry, the International, and come down and get that done. Alright, so we've got the Scout hooked up here on the back. So if we're going to just shoot down to the field and hop in there and start our soil sampling. That car wasn't going to give away, were they? I'll just bring the map up before we do start this and just have a quick look in the precision farming. So there we are, field number 8, our field here. No information at all, obviously none for the rest of the map. If we zoom in on that and have a quick look, doesn't need ploughing. There's some pieces around the edge, but I'm not going to worry about that. Had corn in it and showing up as harvested. So that is where we're standing at the moment. So we'll get this all unfolded. To remember all the buttons now. There we go, that's unfolded. Turn it on. Go, just taking our first soil sample. And I think we'll run down the long edge of the field, come back up the other side and then see what we've missed. Be quite good having the the crop destruction on. We can see where we've been. Just put one down there. If I just pop back into precision farming, we'll be able to see if we're covering a good amount of area. There we go. So that gives us a feel on that. So we'll just shoot around and get this done, and when we're finished, we'll show you the results. Alright, there we go. It should be our last one. Probably done a few too many, I'm not sure on the exact radius of this machine. Covers, but there we go. So that's done. So we got 27 to send to the laboratory. So I think to remember how to do this now, I think if I just bring the help menu up in here, we will send the samples for analysis. So triangle. There we go. They're gone. And if we go back to our seasons menu, or our precision farming menu, yeah, so we'll head back to the farm. We'll wait to hear back on those results. We will know what we need to do to the field. But in the meantime, if we get any phone calls about any contract work. Alright, I'm just going to head into the office and go check the emails, see if anyone has got in touch with us, and see when we get those soils test results back, if what we need to get done to that field. Good afternoon, Argsy Contracting. How can I help? No, sorry, I've already got one of those. No, look, no, please don't call this number again. I don't need that. Thank you, goodbye. Alright, well, early afternoon already. No phone, well, one phone call. Wasn't really any help at all. So, we do, however, have our results back for our soils testing, which is good. So we'll just we'll go over here, have a look at those. got the printout for them is in the pickup, so I'll go and grab that and see what needs to be done. Alright, so there you can see our field. So we've got a good mix of good percentage of loam in there and sandy loam, which are often quite a good producing soil. Silty clay there down near the road, probably a bit of a remnant from some of the construction for putting the expressway there through the centre. So if we just have a look over there, the pH levels actually are not looking too bad at all. I thought we might have to lime some of the field, but doesn't really look like we need to do that. But we want to give our crop that we put in there, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, the best boost possible. So we'll go and do that. And it might be beneficial to be seen out and about as well. Might encourage someone to take us up for some work. You just have a look over there, nitrogen, as you'd expect, would be pretty low. And, well, no yield because we haven't had anything in there yet. So there we go. We'll go and get the spreader hooked up. We'll go put some lime in it, run over and give that a quick application. It is not going to take very long at all. And hopefully we'll get a phone call while we're doing that. I think, seeing we've used the international already, we might just jump straight into the white and use this. Alright, so we're hooked up. We should be able to come over here, get this cover taken off, and if we go in under the spout, we should be able to get some lime put in here. There we go. Oops, I don't want to put too much in. There we go, 46% should do. We only have a small field, and if we have to swap out to do some fertilizer, I don't want to have a whole lot of lime lying around. We'll just shoot down here to the field. A few cars out and about, so it might be a good time to be out doing some work and get that publicity. Just pull in here. Now I'm just going to bring the mini-map up so we can see the precision farming information. Turn that on there. Zoom out so I can see it. There we go. So we're going, and you can see there our pH level is increasing, is improving. We'll just shoot this onto a very short little time lapse and get this finished and be back with you soon. Alright, there we go. I did realise halfway through that, or very much towards the end, I did not have the automatic application applied. So we were probably putting not on the optimal amount of lime there, but not to worry. I'm sure the field will benefit from what we did do. So there we go, that's all done. We'll go and get this put away back in the shed. Going in and around this way. I need to have a think about what crop we're going to put in there. Whether we go, I'm thinking soybeans. We know they're often a good profit crop. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment, and we can obviously get a grain header for those, which might come in handy for some of the other crops around. Probably actually suss out what some of the other farmers are growing. Because if we're going to grow the farm to being able to do some custom contracts for harvesting, then we'll want to make sure we're getting the right gear to be able to do that. So there we go. Right, I'll go and have another check of the emails, see if we've got any work lined up for us yet. Hello, Argsy Contracting, how can I help? We certainly can do some cultivating. We do have that as a service. Field 23, absolutely, Aaron. We'd love to come and do that. How big is it? 4.7 hectares. Fantastic. About $4,000. That would sound about right for that. Alright, we'll be over there very, very soon. Thank you, appreciate that, Aaron. Alright, there we go, we've got our first job. So, field 23, which I think is over in that sort of direction. For Aaron, his house is just over the road. We'll go in and check in with him, make sure we're going to do the right field when we get there. But we will jump into the white and get it hooked up onto the disc outside and make our way over there. This is exciting to have our first contract job. Not a huge value, only $4,000 or there or thereabouts, but it's a start. If we can pick up a few of these, they'll all help towards growing our bank balance, because obviously if we are going to get a combine, which is sort of the only thing we're really missing, combine, grain cart, some sort of truck or something, so there's a few things we're missing, but that is certainly something we'll have to think about getting soon. So we'll head over to field 23 and make a start. Alright, well this is a tad embarrassing for our first field. That is Aaron's house over there, the grey one. And the field is actually the one on the other side of the road, past the red barn and the house over there. I thought it was along this road, just sort of followed our nose, and now there's no way other than over the fields to get there. Now I did see there is a track back down past the dealer, which I think we can probably go and take, so we'll just pull that U-turn there and head back this way. Not a very good way to start off our first job, not even going to the right field. Alright, now I'm pretty sure that is the field in there on our left, but after our last little error in going the wrong way, we'll just head up here and see Aaron and make sure we're in the right place. Won't go in his driveway, we'll just pull off on the verge there on the grass. We'll go and have a quick chat to him and just double check. Yep, that is it. So we're in the right place. It's good to know. We'll go over there and get started. Now I did say to Aaron we've got a couple of planters, so if he needs help with any other work, planting crops or anything like that, to give us a yell, we can certainly assist with that. Now we'll just head over, start off in a bit of a corner. We'll just have a look here about getting this unfolded. I think the way that the discs are configured, these might be better going in an anti-clockwise direction. Let's have a look, we'll get that lowered down. Right, make a start. Well, this white is very impressive, seems to be pulling this along okay. A little bit over the edge. But everything seems to be turning over pretty well on the back there. We'll just stop very quickly. Just going to have a quick check that we've got all the depths and everything is set properly. Creating a good seed bed for them. Pretty good to me. Don't think we need to adjust anything. So we'll be back into the tractor and crack on to getting this done. What a big field when we start going around it like this. So let's crack on and get it all done. Alright, there we go, all finished off. So we'll just get things folded up here. And Aaron said just to send him the invoice and he'd pay us electronically, so we'll sort that out when we get back to the farm. I did mention to him, I think I said earlier, that if he needs any planting or anything like that to let us know. And if he was happy with the work we did, to let some of his neighbours and some of the other farmers know what sort of job we did. So hopefully, we've had one job under our belt. A bit of word of mouth might help us pick up some more work. But we'll just head back to the farm, and in fact, while I've got the disc on, I may as well go in and cultivate our field, get that ready too. No harm in doing that now, getting it all ready for planting. We'll have to have a check on the calendar to see when we can plant, if we're going to plant soybeans, when we can get that done. So, but we'll do that when we get up to the field. Alright, here we are. Get into the field, get this unfolded, and we'll get this field cultivated as well. Now, won't take as long as the one we just did. While we're going along in here, bring up the seasons menu. There we go. If we're looking at soybeans, we can't plant those until the third, till late spring. And well, obviously the temperature is too cold for anything at the moment, but our cereal crops could go in now once the temperature warms up. The soybeans, corns, they have to wait just a little bit longer. And there we go, Aaron has just paid us as well. It's a little under $4,000 need, $3,119. Still, our bank account has a little bit more money in it than when we started, so that's a positive. Hello, Argsy Contracting, how can I help? Got some fertilizing that needs to be done? Yep, we can do that. We only have a pull behind dry fertilizer. Will that be enough? Okay, and what are we fertilizing? Triticale. Okay. Field number 10. Alright, well thank you very much for your call. Hey, Aaron recommended them. Oh, that's great to hear. Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. Well, we'll finish up the job we're doing now and we'll be over very soon. Alright, see you shortly. Well, there you go, there's a recommendation already, and getting into some fertilizing. We'll have to go and take that little bit of lime that was still left in the spreader out, and I think we'll hook up the international to that, and take that over and get some fertilizer spread for this customer. Alright, there we go. That is our field though, all cultivated. So we're pretty much ready to plant now. Just to wait for the temperature to warm up, and then we can get our crop in the ground, which will be fantastic. Let's head back to the sheds and we'll get the spreader all hooked up and ready to go. Alright, there we go. We will just leave that there. We'll leave it hooked up. We might get some more cultivation jobs coming through. We'll just hop back into the international here, and we'll go and sort the spreader out, get a little bit of lime out of it first, and we'll go and get some fertilizer put into it out of the silos. Alright, we'll get some fertilizer put in here. Now I've just come across my first little issue, well not issue, but difficulty being on console, not PC, so I couldn't get the lime out of the spreader. There was no empty or unload button or option. So I had to, obviously couldn't use the easy dev tool I could normally use on PCs, so I had to reset the spreader back to the shop, which of course empties it out, so something to think about. One way to solve the problem, obviously it cost me the 1,000 litres of lime which is in there. Fortunately the lime did not cost much out of these silos, but I wouldn't want to do it with fertilizer. However, I reckon, $480 for 6,000 litres of fertiliser. That is ridiculously cheap. But we shouldn't need to do any more lime now for a wee while, so we should be fine having this full of fertiliser. Field 10, over the freeway or expressway, across the overpass here, down past the grain silos, and it should be up here on the left, I think. Again, hope we don't go the wrong way like last time. Alright, so this is field 10 just in here on our left. We can get through the fence just here. Ideally we would not be driving over the crop like this. This one's quite an advanced crop actually. I wonder if it was planted in winter for it to be this advanced. Let's just a bigger spread on the spreader too for fertiliser versus lime. Here we go, we're getting the fertiliser applied. Could probably, if we just pause there very quickly, we won't actually see any information on fertiliser because we don't have precision farming unveiled on the land we don't own. It does make it a little bit hard to see where you have and haven't been. Even if we bring up the mini-map, it would normally show us how we're progressing. Oh, there it does. Okay, so we can at least keep a track of our coverage, whether we have precision farming uncovered in this field or not, which is good. Alright, and there we go. Another contract completed, which is perfect. And actually we've just been asked by the owner of that field, who also owns field 15, if we can go and do that at the same time. So we'll go and do that, and just need to check where that one is actually. Have a quick look. Oh, so that's our neighbouring field, right behind our yard. Bit of an irregular size, regular shape, but we will go and do that. That must have, not sure what that has planted in it. Millet. Right, well there we go. I've been in a triticale field and a millet field today, so great to see the different crop options on this map. We can actually get into this field through the back of our yard, even better. Alright, so let's get this one done. Plants are a little younger than the field we were just in, so we should be able to see a little bit easier where we've been. The ground texture changing, ground colour darkening where the fertiliser's been applied, so we'll go out and smash this field out too. Alright, there we go. Another contract all wrapped up. Well, I think we'll just exit out this side of the field. Head back up to the farmyard. 10 grand for doing that field. So it was a, well, worthy exercise. I'm just going to head in here, get into the shed. Let's get this parked up. Back where it was in the corner. There we go. That will do. The tractor disconnected and it can just nose back up in here where it was. And we'll turn it off. And I think we'll make that do for this first episode of Console Life Farming on American Life Farming by Lancyboi. Hope you've enjoyed my take on that, and looking forward to seeing where this goes. And if anyone has any suggestions or anything they'd like to see from a console perspective, please let me know in the comments, and I will try to incorporate that into the gameplay. If you'd like to see how I do something, or anything at all, let me know. But also, let me know what you think of the series as well. Something you want to see carry on, then please leave a comment, and I'll take that all on board. But thank you all very much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed that, and I will catch you in the next one. Oh, those two blokes up there look familiar. Not sure where they're from. Right, we'll check it out sometime.